almost as long as we've been promised new Star Wars films that never happened. We'll talk about that a little bit later. We have heard for years that they're going to try to do a Knight Rider movie. I still remember back in the AMC days, a story broke that they were going to do a Knight Rider movie. And then that kind of fell away. Never happened. By the way, the Knight Rider theme and the Airwolf theme, I think the two best straightforward
over, but I agree.
I would also give Airwolf the slight edge, but those are the two, to me, best pure theme music. Not song, but theme music to any movie.
Magnum PI is still my favorite.
And you got to put Miami Vice.
You got to talk about, you're talking
Miami
80s.
Yeah,
you're talking 80s.
Yeah. We're talking like these kind of shows.
I'm talking all time.
Dude, Hawaii Five-0, Mission Impossible. Come on.
Yeah, they're very good. But I wouldn't.
Twilight Zone.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't drive in my car and pop on the theme to Twilight Zone. I wouldn't drive in my car and pop on the Hawaii Five-0. But I've jumped in my car and just put on the Airwolf and Knight Rider music. That's right.
Dun, 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 dun.
All that said,
going to Zuma, baby. Gonna go shred the waves.
We've got yet another report that a Knight Rider movie is coming, and it's gonna come from the creators of Cobra Kai. This comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter. It says Cobra Kai creators tackling Knight Rider movie for Universal exclusive. Kelly McCormick and David Leitch, of course, from John Wick fame, and he directed the recent Fall Guy, which was awesome. Of 87 North are among those producing the big screen take on the 1980s show about a cool, handsome man and his cool talking car. Hollywood Reporter says, Kit is going on a new ride courtesy of the creators of Cobra Kai, John Hurwitz, Hayden Schlossberg, I hope I'm saying that right, and Josh Held, the creators behind the worldwide Netflix sensation, are in talks to bring Knight Rider, the 1980s action drama centered on the computerized talking car, to the big screen. All three of them would write it. Two of them would direct it, and David Leitch would be the main producer behind it, running the whole thing. All right. Again, we have had reports for years about a Knight Rider movie getting made. I actually think this one's going to stick. Number one, because you actually got the producers on board. It sounds like they found their writing team. It sounds like it would have momentum. I'm also going to say this. While not as sci-fi as it was in the 80s, the concept of Kit today is almost very timely. I mean, again, Kit today, not a big stretch from the cars that we have now. I mean, obviously but not nearly as much of a jump as it was in the 1980s, but it would almost feels like very relevant for today to have this AI self-driving car with, I don't know, it's going to be key to who you get to voice it. Get Jeremy Irons to voice Kit this time.
No, they should get a freaking, what's his name? Hasselhoff to voice it.
Oh, God, no. Hey, yeah, you're going to want to turn left here. Yeah. I don't think I want Hasselhoff anywhere near this. All due respect to David Hasselhoff, who's great, but you don't make it at all feel like the
Instead
original
of Kit,
series.
it's called Hoff.
It's called Hoff. What was the name of Kit's brother? Carr. Was that it? Was Carr his brother, or was that his twin brother? Or because then they had in the show like an evil twin to Kit, and then they had like an evil
they're saying Carr, Karr
truck. Then remember that one? There was also the big semi truck that they thought killed Kit at once. Anyway, I'm going way down a rabbit hole here. I actually think a Knight Rider movie today would be more relevant had they done it instead of back when in the AMC Movie Talk days. I think today is actually a better time to do it. I think this is going to come through. And you know what? I think if you write it correctly and you don't do it like Cobra Kai, just because it's the creators of Cobra Kai doesn't mean they're going to do it like Cobra Kai. They're totally different thing.
Although it'd be cool if it was in continuity and Hasselhoff played himself, but 40 years on, maybe he's the leader of the whatever.
But they did
and
that
he has
already.
An eye patch.
That's true.
Remember they did the TV relaunch
Knight Rider
of it?
2000?
And they had David Hasselhoff back as Michael Knight, but now he's the old. They already did that. They already did that. I don't want them to do that again. But I don't know, Rob. What do you think about this? What do you think about the people?
First, I gotta say, I was more of a BJ and the Bear guy than I was a Knight Rider guy.
That's
that
was before my time.
I'm just saying.
Hey guys, John here. If you're dying for the next batch of Wednesday Season 2 to drop on Netflix, then I'll let you in on a secret. The Wednesday Season 2 official WoCast is already here. Prepare to dive deeper into the mysteries of Wednesday with the ultimate companion video podcast. Join the frightfully funny Caitlin Riley, along with her producer, Thing, as she sits down with the marvelous cast and crew. Together, they'll unravel shocking twists, dissect the dynamics lurking beneath, unearth the deep Addams Family lore, and answer all of your lingering questions that simply refuse to stay buried. Guests include Emma Myers, Joy Sunday, Steve Buscemi, Fred Armiston, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and of course, Jenna Ortega. With 8 delightfully dark episodes to devour, you'll be drawn deeper into the haunting halls of Nevermore Academy than ever before. But be careful, you know where curiosity often leads. The Wednesday Season 2 official WoCast is available now in audio and video on todoom.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you find your podcasts. You've been warned.
Or like, Mentor.
BJ and the Bear sounds like a wild Friday night.
BJ and the Bear was awesome. Was it Greg Evigan? Was he BJ and the Bear? I don't remember. But no, I think this would be cool. Look, who doesn't love Knight Rider? And if you think about it now, I mean, with artificial intelligence the way it is, you could say that Kit has because he's not necessarily connected to the web. He could be like the world's most powerful AI, unconnected to the World Wide Web, which means he's impervious to being hacked. Like, and who knows what they can do with this car? Well, okay, here's the real question: what car? What is Kit? What car would you use?
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking about that because remember that goes right along. Somebody wrote in and asked the other day if they did do a Back to the Future remake. Do you go to the DeLorean or do you use another car that in today's thing represented what the DeLorean did back then?
Like
First of all,
I think you update the car.
I got to stop you with Back to the Future remake. Let's just stop right there, and let's not even ask the question.
You know it's going to happen someday.
Not when Bob Gale and Bob Zemeckis are alive.
Maybe not, but it will happen someday.
But no,
I think you update the car. To be honest with you,
you have to update the car.
Yeah,
but
because
like
when Knight Rider first came out, that car was a modern, sexy sports car.
Yeah,
I think you've got to do it again today.
It was a Trans Am, was it?
Yep, it was like kind of a modern car at the time.
It's just like it's like when Crockett got the Testarossa in Miami Vice. I think it was that second season when he got the white Testarossa.
Remember when they blew it up?
I liked his boat better.
Yeah, and even Mix-a-Lot sang a song, "My Testarossa." I think that like you could do something like what a Dodge Charger, like a modern. It'd have to be an American car. You couldn't go foreign.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But is there what? Maybe a Vet, maybe
Corvette
one of the new
would be-
Vets,
Or the first Rivian sports car, because it would probably have to be electric. Have to be electric if you're going to make it a modern car.
I don't know, man. It's got to be American muscle.
Electric cars are faster.
It's true.
Yep, you got to have the faster car.
But you know what? Would an AI car want to be an electric powered car? It would be a hybrid.
But no, you know what it would be? It would be like
I can see a hybrid.
What's the newer technology that hasn't for batteries? The
Oh yeah,
solid state. So it'd be like all solid state and like super powerful.
And I bet if the exterior was black, it would be completely solar.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
Yes, 100%.
So the whole
they're
thing
gonna
would
do
be
that.
it'd have like solar powered.
And if it has solar panels, it could go into like.
But the whole thing is a solar.
Invisible
Yeah, that's
mode.
what I
whole
mean.
exterior.
Yeah, the whole exterior. It's like Tesla for a roof, but the paint is it'd be totally technologically.
Total side note. Did you see the new batteries they're working on? Instead of the lithium ion, they're looking at the sodium ion, like the salt-based ones. Very promising looking tech. Anyway, sorry, getting south.
So does that mean when you sweat in your car because it's 100
just-
degrees
you actually
out,
charge your car? through
Well,
your
it's like
human
Dune. It's like Dune. You just sweat into your
Yeah,
suit
you have
and
like
then
a-
it feeds your
Right,
car.
you have
Recycler.
a still seat.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But here's the question. Knight Rider, as you have pointed out a couple times already, is an 80s property.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there an audience today for Knight Rider, do you think? Obviously there's going to be a nostalgia factor for people a little bit younger than us and older. Can the concept of a Knight Rider win over a new audience today, do you think?
Well, maybe if Kit has trauma in its background and it can't decide what its gender is because it's in a car and it really doesn't understand, like, what am I supposed to be? Because, Kit was a
Am I a
dude in the
helicopter?
original. Like, I'm a car. I don't have a gender. You could lean into the fact that the modern identity, that could be Kit. Kit could have craziness in him. Like, he could be a crazy AI that's trying to figure out the world.
Well, you can make the villain car that.
Well, then you couldn't have psychological conversations like they do on Star Trek now. Tell me about your feelings, Kit.
Because remember, Kit is supposed to be more Vulcan, if you want to use a Star Trek analogy.
Yeah,
He's a
but the
little bit more
Vulcan on Star Trek now is very little. There's very little Vulcan left in him. As a matter of fact, the last episode was like, you're not a real Vulcan. You're only a half Vulcan.
The new Star Trek is awesome. Star Trek
Oh
Strange
my-
New World is awesome.
Last night's episode, you cannot say
I
it was
haven't
awesome.
seen last night's episode.
But I would say no. But in all seriousness, I was joshing. But I think it would be really interesting. Like, you know how her leaned into the artificial intelligence, and like Kit would have a different experience of the world. Like Kit could have not necessarily superpowers, but it would know things about the environment. Like it'd be able to, it could sense things that we couldn't sense. Like maybe it's tied into the power grid somehow. You could make it really cool. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, I wonder though if a new audience can be won over to it. That's the question. Anyway, guys.
Because they don't drive.
Yeah.
You have to think cars are cool.
Question is for you guys. What do you think about this? The folks behind Cobra Kai are developing a Knight Rider movie. I'm all for it, but I don't know if a lot of people will or not. What do you think? Whatever your thoughts are, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.